Today on College Football 26, I'm going to be simulating the career of a perfect 99 overall middle linebacker. Now, before I begin, I do want to say this is a series. I do have all the videos linked in the description, so go ahead and click on those if you want to watch the videos I have done. Quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, a edge rusher, and right now we are of course on middle linebacker. I'm not going to do outside linebacker most likely, but hey, if you want to see that, you might as well tell me if you want to see that. But anyway, here we go. We're going to be simulating the career of a 5-star middle linebacker, but actually I'm not going to be making him a 5-star. I'm actually going to be making him a 3-star. I wanted to do like a little bit of like a underdog career. No, we're not doing Jalen Gill here, the 2000th best guy, not that bad, but I want to do a 3-star. Yes, I am going on 4-star. I don't want to ruin the surprise yet, because yeah, I know I just did like a 4-star underdog, but and that was what, edge rusher, it was Davian Galladay or whatever. But here we go. Who is the best 3-star for middle linebackers in the entire nation? It's going to be Damian Duval out of Harvest, Alabama, 6'2", 235. He's got an interesting top 5 for someone out of Alabama. He's got Eastern Michigan, Ball State, Memphis, Georgia Southern, and UTSA on his board. His deal breaker is playing style, so that's going to be interesting to see where he goes. But anyway, let's see where he ends up committing at the end of the season. But let's see where Damian, I keep on wanting to call him Damian Galladay, all those things. But let's see where Damian Duval ended up going. Who is he, like the best 3-star? No, he is not. It would be this guy Toby, a white CB, a Juke. Oh no, he might not even commit. Okay, that scares me. Where is he gonna? Oh, I actually went to outside linebackers. A Sam, right? I mean, I guess, yeah, Sams are usually. Is there even a 1-star Sam out there? There are some. Is there any 5-star? Okay, sorry, I'm getting carried away with this. That is on me. But anyway, here, as for middle linebackers, here we go. Where is Damian Duval gonna end up signing with? He's not going to sign with, he didn't even get a single offer coming out of high school, so I guess he's just gonna go ahead and walk on to somewhere, which won't matter. It'll make him a 99 overall wherever he walks on to. So let's see where he ends up going. And here he is, Davian Duval. This is Trevor Dunn, not Davian Duval. He did not go to Ball State, but he's actually a 70 overall basically. But he gonna end up going to TCU. Kind of stumbled on my words there. He already has bronze tier blow up as well. That's kind of surprising. But anyway, here obviously he is a 3-star. I haven't switched to TCU yet, but oh, he's gonna rock that number 55. Ooh, yeah, that's kind of like, he has some drip too. That's kind of cool. I'm never using that word again. But anyway, TCU, I really like that choice. Obviously we're gonna make him a perfect 99, but as he is a thumper, he's a thumper archetype. I probably should have said that, but he has grip breaker, wrap up, aftershock, blow up, which is already up to bronze tier, and hammer for all of his abilities. But now with that, I really like that hair too. I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know, it feels weird, but it also feels like right. I don't know why whenever I see that hair. But anyway, now let's make him a perfect 99, which I'm gonna say it. When I say perfect 99, of course that means perfect 99 overall. I kind of blanked on my words there, so now the cut is gonna make me look like I said something else. I don't know what else I would have said. I was just trying to say this thing I usually say on my channel when I talk about making our player a perfect 99 overall. But anyway, Damian Duval, the first time I've got to write this stream, by the way, which by the way, go over to my Twitch. I do stream these videos whenever I make them, so yeah, go ahead and do that, and subscribe, of course, do all that fancy stuff. But yeah, anyway, now he is a perfect 99. Not yet, but now he is a perfect 99. Damian Duval out of Harvest, Alabama, going to the TCU Horned Frogs. Is going to have one heck of a career. I'm calling it 3-star underdog. He's going to be perfect. Oh yeah, as he is, he's the best Mike linebacker in the league too. I should probably call him a Mike linebacker instead of a middle linebacker, but here we go. He's the best behind CJ Allen too. Usually he goes to the draft, but he didn't in real life. So anyway, let's get into Damian Duval's first year, which first of all, I actually want to see how good is TCU in this game. I was going to do the guy under him. It was some guy that went to Arizona State. Can't remember his name, but yeah, it was on stream. He's actually going to play him in his vision, but they have a 79 overall defense and they're 76 overall. They got Sonny Dykes. I don't know if this guy is TCU's actual in real life head coach. It looks like he might be, but yeah, no, he definitely is if he signed before those 2 years or whatever. But anyway, now we have to make him the linebacker 1, sorry, middle linebacker 1. So yeah, now he is the middle linebacker 1. At least I've never heard that sound before for the auto reorder depth chart. That ding, that was cool. Damian Duval and Hudson Hooper. Okay, yeah, so Damian Duval is definitely saving their linebacker core, their middle linebacker core, but he has a deal breaker playing style. It's a D, which I mean, he willingly went here. He was a walk-on, but anyway, now with that, let's get into year number 1, his freshman year of Damian Duval's college football and Madden 26 career simulation. It's going to be a banger. Let's get into it. And not a good season at all. 3-9 for Damian Dukes. Or no, that's our coach's name. Damian Duval and the TCU Horned Frogs. Only wins coming against Texas State, Utah, and Kansas. I meant Kansas State, but just ignore that. But a 3-9 season is not good at all. I mean, at least I guess we can get into his career stats immediately. I didn't get a thumbnail. I just realized that. 124 tackles, 97 solos, 27 assisted tackles, 6 TFLs, 4 sacks, 5 picks, 2 touchdowns, 9 pass deflections, 2 forced fumbles, recovered all of them. By the way, did he get a defensive touchdown? I didn't even see that. He had 2 defensive touchdowns. He was insane year number 1. But anyway, it's actually playing style now. Wasn't it like brand exposure the first time around? No, it was probably playing style. It was just a D in the first year, but now it's a B+. So, hey, at least it went up though, but it doesn't really matter when you go 3-9. So yeah, most likely he's going to transfer. Also, Sonny Dykes is going to end up getting fired. So yeah. Shoot, I just realized I can't even control the players leaving for TCU now. Oh my gosh, there's a lot for Old Dominion as well. So kind of worried about TCU if Old Dominion went 4-8 and this is their thing. If TCU, yeah, now 3-9. He actually didn't end up leaving. No, oh no, he did end up leaving. Okay, well, never mind. He's also up to silver tier blow up now and bronze tier wrap up. Almost said platinum tier. That would have been good, but yeah, no, he's going to leave TCU year number 1 for someone else. So let's see his top offers, where he wants to go to school. He is from Alabama, so I would expect one of those southern schools, like number 1, of course, obviously Alabama, or like it's probably gonna go to the SEC. I'm gonna guarantee you he's gonna go to the SEC. I'm calling it right now. Yeah, no, okay, anyway. Oh my gosh, Old Dominion's a 56 overall. But now let's check. Of course he's gonna be the number 1 guy. He's always gonna be the number 1 guy in the transfer portal. But anyway, here he already committed to Michigan State. What? Is that a glitch? It is week number 1 of off-season recruit. Why is he on Michigan State? He didn't even like try. What? I'm so confused. He already committed to Michigan State. I've never seen this before. What happened? Has this ever happened? I'm gonna make this into a short. Has this ever happened to anyone? Have you ever seen this before, where there's only 1 guy to commit in the transfer portal in week number 1? Let's see, is he the only guy in the committed stage? Yeah, he's the only guy, and he's the number 1 guy in the entire class. How did that happen? I'm just gonna go to National Signing Day and see if he is still committed to Michigan State, because I mean, I don't mind Michigan State, but it's just like mad confusing. And let's see if Damian Duval flipped his commitment to from Michigan State. That is, yeah, no, he is still on Michigan State. So have you ever seen this happen before? Let me know on the YouTube video and on the short, even on the stream if you're watching, which I'm not going to plug it again. You've already seen it, which, by the way, go watch the video. It is seen on the short. But anyway, here. And this dude went from Florida to Florida. This guy went to Ohio State to Ohio State. Okay, no, Notre Dame. Or CJ Carr went to Penn State. But anyway, that's super confusing. But anyway, let's get into Damian Duval's sophomore year, this time on Michigan State. And Michigan State took a fall off, 77 overall at the start of the season with a 79 offense and a 74 defense. What happened? Is Damian Duval even on Michigan State still? He is still on Michigan State, still wearing that 55, now at a star development too. This is confusing, dude. I do not understand this, but anyway, Damian Duval still obviously a perfect 99 overall. That was bronze tier grip breaker, aftershock and hammer with platinum tier wrap up and blow up. So yeah, 1 skill point dispenser, not much. But anyway, here, this has been a really confusing career sim so far, but I know I said this 20 times, but let's get into Damian Duval's sophomore season. I guess it's better than 3-9. Oh my gosh, we beat Notre Dame. They went 7-5. I don't think that's gonna ever happen. Did we beat Ohio State too? No, we did not. Didn't beat Michigan. Didn't beat Penn State. Okay, I was just checking if we beat any ranked teams. Not really, except for I guess Notre Dame, but they're not ranked anymore. So we could still make a bowl game, but 6-6. I mean, I guess it's better than nothing. You can say that. Eli Holstein, the Pitt quarterback, is going to transfer to LSU. Going to win a Heisman, 4,000 passing yards, 40 touchdowns. And of course, he's not going to be in our draft class because we're only doing the 2026 draft class, as Damian Duvall is going to win the Dick Butkus Award. He probably won it all last year. Crap, I should have checked that. We're not going to make a bowl game, though. We're just going to stay at 6-6. Chuck Martin, the head coach, I actually don't think he completed his goal of 7 wins for his coach's contract. Did he? No. Okay, I guess it just doesn't matter according to EA. I do not know why, but anyway, here. How did Damian Duvall, almost called him Dick Butkus for whatever, or because he won that award, but anyway, he had 101 tackles, 75 solos, and 26 assisted, 9 TFLs, 3 sacks, 8 picks, so that's actually kind of surprising. 8 picks on a season, really good for a middle linebacker, which, I mean, that's usually like defensive back numbers. Well, I guess he's kind of a defensive back, which he doesn't have a deal breaker this time, but he has a touchdown, 3 deflections, no fumbles this time, unfortunately. But anyway, I have to check, did he win any any awards? I don't know why I said did he win any awards on this season? Did he have a better season? No, he did not. He actually had a worse season on a 3-9 team than a 6-6 team. That doesn't really make any sense. But did he win any other awards? It doesn't look like. Oh no, he won the Bronco Nagurski, the Chuck Bednarik, and the Dick Butkus Award in 2026. He only won the Dick Butkus in 2027, unfortunately. So yeah, still good. He won Dick Butkus 2 times in a row, so that's good. But anyway, let's get into his junior season. He still could transfer. I mean, I've never seen it before, but I mean, hey, you never really know, honestly. And I wouldn't be surprised if he left. We've seen stranger things happen, but anyway, here, no, he is not going to be transferring, unless he is just low overall. No, he is not going to be end up transferring. Now, Michigan State is a 79 overall team, but of course, Damian Duvall is going to be a perfect 99, as we were going to see here. Yes, indeed, he is still a perfect 99 overall. He still has deal breaker as his playing style. Oh my gosh, no way. I just messed it up like a cartoony thing, but anyway, now he's a 5-star, but anyway, at star development still, he didn't get into elite dev. Oh wait, no, star development, elite dev is, my bad, but anyway, here, he now has gold tier grip breaker and aftershock, and now he has platinum tier wrap up, blow up, and hammers. 7-5 is better, but it's still, I mean, at least we made a bowl game this time, I guess. We beat Oregon, oh my gosh, 59-7. I mean, yeah, when you're on defense, when you got a 99 overall middle linebacker, which we're actually up to an 81 now on defense, so let's see if we make a bowl game. I'm not expecting us not to, but we actually haven't jumped into a game at all, so we got to jump into a game sooner than later, which, I mean, we're going to make a bowl game. There's no way you don't make a bowl game. I just hope I did not jinx up. Who won the Heisman in year number 3? Hopefully it's going to be Ryan Pagilzi on Oklahoma, transferred out of Georgia, 3,300 passing yards, 36 touchdowns, so 70% completion percent. I keep on thinking it's like 70 picks, but Chuck Bednarik is going to end up going to Damian Duvall. He ended up having 119 total sacks and 119 total tackles and 19 TFLs, but Bronco Nagurski as well for Damian Duvall. I honestly projected him to have like 130 140 total tackles, but I guess now he also would end up winning the Dick Butkus for Damian Duvall. And did he win an extra award? No, he did not, but we're going to be playing the Missouri Tigers and the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl, one of my favorite bowl games. I love me some Cheez-Its, just kidding. But anyway, here, it's also a week 2 bowl game. I don't really know all the bowls or whatnot, but this is potentially his last season, so this is also potentially his last game, so let's get straight into potentially, as I said for the 50th time, potentially his last game in the the Citrus Bowl against the Missouri Tigers. And of course, if you watch this series, that is, you would know this is 10-minute quarters for this game. I kind of blanked on that, but they're going to go up 7-0 early. It's going to be the first half score. Hopefully we don't let anything else up, because I mean, we want a good defensive game if we're simulating the career of a defensive player, right? But we're up 21-7 at the end of the first half, 28-7 now, 35-10. It looks like we're going to sneak away with a win here, as yes, we are going to be sneaking away with a win. Oh, okay, I thought the score changed. No, a 42-17 win for the MSU Spartans over the Missouri Tigers, going 6-7 on the season. Just kidding, it's an 8-5 season. So I don't know why I would say that, but anyway, They got to retire number 55 in the MSU state. Probably not, but anyway, let's go ahead and check Damian Duval. I keep on wanting to call him in Davian Galladay because that was the last guy I simulated. We actually had Sam Maiva. Didn't he transfer in from USC? Pretty sure he plays for them in real life. He had 8 total tackles on 5 solos and 3 assisted. No TFLs or sacks or anything, but he also got 3 pass deflections, but that's it for the game. He had a really, really good game, so let's see if he leaves for the draft or if he maybe stays, maybe even transfers, which probably not going to happen, but yeah, no, he's most likely going to leave for the draft, which will be the 2026 draft, by the way. And now let's get into players leaving, as yes, he's projected in round 1, no persuasion chance, so of course we cannot get him, but we haven't even gotten into his entire stats on the actual season. We did see it at 119 total tackles, which now it's probably at like what, 127? Yes, 127 tackles, 105 solos. Is actually really good for 22 assisted, 10 TFLs, as we saw 3 sacks. Actually got that right, which actually it was 2.5, but whatever. He had 7 picks. He actually had a deal breaker this season. I wish they transferred instead of went to their senior season in this game to make it just a bit realistic, but 2 touchdowns. I wish it was based off of freaking stats too and not actually overall, which he actually ended up getting platinum tier after shock, but he didn't get platinum tier grip breaker, but he had 2 defensive touchdowns. He had a forced fumble, 2 forced fumble recoveries, but that's kind of a disappointing college career. These college careers aren't really that impressive ever in this game, I'm going to be honest. But anyway, Damian Duval is going to be projected first overall as he is a perfect 99, so let's go ahead and import him into the NFL draft. And here's Damian Duval here at a perfect 99 overall, rocking that number 55 out of Michigan State. Surfer Star X Factor, don't know why I said that. 99 overall, 6'2", 240 pounds. Archetype is Thumper, which I'll actually edit his traits and his X Factor to make it realistic to the Thumper ability, kind of, in Madden. At least I'll try to do it. But he is projected round 2, pick, what was it, 32 or something? No, it was actually round 2, pick 3. But anyway, oh my gosh, now I have to go all the way back here. But we're going to make him the number 1 guy in the class. But with that, let's simulate right in to the 2026 NFL draft. I did it again. Okay. Let's get into the 2026 NFL draft, where Dre Greenlaw, oh my gosh, I'm thinking of, I said oh my gosh like an Australian, first of all. But anyway, Damian Duval, I was thinking of my last video, which it's up by now, so you might as well go ahead and watch that. But I hate that it does this. I hate the plus minus thing. I don't like that. But 6'2", 240 out of Michigan State. He is projected first overall, so I don't really know how I like him going to the Browns. Really, honestly, they need a Mike linebacker. I mean, yeah, you have a Carson Schlesinger at your linebacker number 2. That'd be cool. But anyway, let's see where he ends up going. And let's see if he ends up going first overall to the Cleveland Browns. As is it going to be him? Roger Goodell's taking forever. I don't think that's him, actually. It might be him. No, because he didn't have the full beard combo. He had the goatee and mustache combo thing that people are like, no, they're going to take Milstead. I have no idea who these people are. He's a left edge rusher, but ooh, the Texans. We haven't had anyone go to the Texans before in one of these sims. Do these need a Mike linebacker? I don't really know linebackers like that. I'm not going to lie. They do have Azeez Al-Shahir. So, I mean, yeah, you definitely need Peter Gaffney. Nope, that's the coaches. You know what? Let's see if Damian Duval ends up going to the Texans. Honestly, Texans, Bears, Saints, Titans. I think Texans would actually be his best fit. Maybe even the Bears, but let's see. He is not going to be going second overall to the Texans. It looks like he's going to be some old lineman, I guess. It could still be him. It could just be a glitch. But anyway, yeah, no, it's going to be Finch. It was actually the guy from Vanderbilt. I checked, but the Bears could still have a really good fit for Damian Duval, which I think they have. Who do they have at their middle linebacker? TJ Edwards. They do need a middle linebacker, so I mean, I wouldn't mind him going to the Bears, but you don't really need a linebacker, which I mean you do. It's just not your number 1 priority, I guess. But anyway, let's see if he ends up going to the Chicago Bears, as Roger Goodell is going to take 50 hours to try and make our video 10 times longer than it needs to be. But that actually might be him. Is Damian Duval going to be a Chicago Bear? I don't know how I messed that up. Sorry, I accidentally touched my mic there. But anyway, is he going to be going to the Chicago Bears? It looks like him. That is actually him. I know that's him. Yes, Damian Duval is a Chicago Bear for linebackers. I mean, Chicago did have a really good defense in 1985. So, I mean, I'm not mad at this pick. And I think Devian Galladay will end up being the best linebacker in Chicago Bears history since Brian Urlacher. I don't know why I couldn't think of his name on stream. You would know that if you watch the stream. He is from Michigan State, so he has a pretty good proximity to home, first of all. But anyway, let's see him in a Chicago Bears jersey. I really hope he keeps his number 55. He's not going to wear number 54, obviously. 46? No. Not 46. I mean, yeah, it's a good middle linebacker number, but I feel like 55 would be way better. Does he wear 54 in honor of Brian Urlacher? Ooh, wait, hold on. Would that be disrespectful, or would that be, like, super cool? I feel like that'd be super cool, not super disrespectful. So let's make him number 54. Oh my gosh, Damian Duval. This is going to be an exciting career simulation on the Chicago Bears. His traits, I will edit those traits soon, but anyway, who else did they draft? They didn't really draft anyone worth knowing, honestly, which, I mean, it's not a real draft class. But anyway, let's get into year number 1 of Damian Duval's career simulation, which, first of all, we got to do his traits and his X factors and all the good stuff. I'm not going to spoil how the Bears are doing right now, but we are at week 4. Actually, I didn't even check to begin with. Still a perfect 99 overall. Obviously, still the number 1 ranked middle linebacker in the entire game. But anyway, honestly, I don't know any of these abilities. He has momentum shift for his superstar X Factor ability, so I don't actually want to look through them. First of all, I got to see momentum shift. So you know what? I'm going to actually go through all of these on stream, and I'm going to see what I come up with that would be, you know, like the best for like a thumper archetype. I came up with this. It's sort of the same. I only changed these two. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, it was momentum shift for a superstar X Factor ability, extra pop, under pressure, demoralizer, and enforcer for his superstar abilities. As for his traits, I haven't done them yet, so let's go ahead and do those really quick. And I guess it's gonna stay the same, because big hitter is the only one I'm going to do. Bigger tendency to attempt hit sticks. That could mean he misses tackles sometimes, because this game low-key sucks, I'm not going to lie. But anyway, I also want to do showboat and cannonball. Can I do both? Yes, I can do both. So we're going to have showboat, cannonball, and big hitter. So yeah, nothing really changed. I added the celebration things though, but this defense is looking pretty scary. Ben Johnson is an offensive coordinator, but hey, it doesn't matter when you got a 99 overall middle linebacker, then you got TJ Edwards as your linebacker too. This is going to be a really good team. And Ben Johnson would end up getting fired. I don't know how. I mean, he didn't get fired last year, which, I mean, I guess they got bad again. They didn't even do bad. 6-11. I mean, that's not the worst ever, so I don't really know why you would really get fired for that. I mean, you went like 4-13 last year, so you had a better season. But oh my goodness, Damian Duval, 159 tackles, 108 solos, 51 assisted, 4 TFLs, 2 sacks, 6 picks as a thumper. 2 is just absolutely insane. 10 deflections, 6 forced fumbles, no safeties or anything. He got 3 defensive touchdowns, so he probably got like 3 pick 6. Maybe even in fumble 6. I didn't even see that. He had 6 forced fumbles. Oh my goodness, on a full season 2. How was this team not good? That's the question. So with that, I guess let's get into your number 2. I don't know how we didn't make the playoffs, at least in this game. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to be your Super Bowl champions, though, in your number 1 over the Los Angeles Chargers, 34-27. Baker Mayfield's going to end up winning Super Bowl MVP, and to no one's surprise, Defensive Player of the Year and Defensive Rookie of the Year would go to Damian Duval for his, 150 sack season? Sorry, 150 tackle season. So yeah, I honestly already forgot. I'm not going to lie. But anyway, now let's get into your number 2. First of all, no coach of the Bears is going to be Raheem Morris. Second of all, how do you have an 85 defense with the next Brian Urlacher on your team? Third of all, I'm going to get a lot of overalls. But anyway, Damian Duval, I'm not going to be showing his progression because, of course, he's going to stay at 99 his entire career until probably the age of 35, but I didn't even jump into his contract. That's the 4th of all, by the way, but he signed a 4-year deal. This was his rookie year, not his this year, but anyway, he signed a 4-year deal his rookie year with $10.9 million, if you are wondering. But now, with that, let's get into your number 2. This year, the Bears would go 9-8, but they're going to miss out on the playoffs by 1 spot. The 7-6 are going to go to the rivals, the Green Bay Packers, at 11-6. They're going to be playing the Lions, which doesn't matter. We are doing, I keep on wanting to call him Brian Urlacher because he's wearing 54 and he's on the Bears and he's a defensive player, but Damian Duval, 157 total tackles, 115 solos, and 42 assisted, 5 TFLs, 3 sacks, only 2 picks this year, but 5 deflections and 3 forced fumbles. That's definitely going to make up for that. He also had a safety and 2 defensive touchdowns. He also missed a game, so it's still an insane season, especially we're missing a game too, but 9-8 season is not bad. Wish we could have made the playoffs, but unfortunately you have an 11-16 as a 7th seed, which somehow the Panthers make it in. Oh yeah, because you have to make you got to get every conference at least one team in, but whatever. With that, we just got to get past the negatives and move on to year number 3. And this year, I thought that Damian Duval would win Defensive Player of the Year. No, we'll go to Max Crosby, still on the Raiders, but the Rams are going to end up winning the Super Bowl this year over the Colts, 27-9. Somehow we're at 89, still going 9-8 on the season 2. We're going to get the 8th seed again. We're going to be screwed by the Packers again as well. Now there's the 7th seed instead of the 2nd seed. Or no, they were the 7th seed last year as well. But anyway, here, how did Damian Duval do? Still leading his team in tackles with 135. You didn't hear that stuff. You're insane. 83 solos and 52 assists, 7 TFLs, 5.5 sacks, 2 interceptions. He ended up 2 fumbles as well. So he had 4 total turnovers on defense. But anyway, he also played a full season this year. So I'm surprised he hasn't been doing better since his rookie season. But anyway, let's see who ends up winning the Super Bowl. Hopefully we can actually make the layoffs. I'm not going to say the extra P, or else we're not going to make the layoffs with a P, because Madden can hear me or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, who's going to end up winning the Super Bowl? Looks like it's going to be they're going to end up losing, but Max Crosby's going to win the Super Bowl MVP. The Raiders are going to win over the Rams 27-11, and Micah Parsons will end up winning Defensive Player of the Year. So somehow, this is kind of surprising, but no Defensive Player of the Year again. Damian Duval is going to re-sign, which he's now a 5-star cap. I don't know what that means, but now he's rocking his number 56. He just needed a number change. That's all he needed, but he ended up signing only a 4-year deal, so it's out of a short-term contract for only $28.1 million. Imagine you signed for $28.3 million. That'd be hilarious. Or, no, it would be $42.14 million, but hey, whatever. We just got to blow this past. It's just all in the past. Let's get into year number 6. And we're going to get another 2 seed. For the 2nd year in a row at 12-5, we do have the 1 seed, as I just said, so don't really know why I felt the need to say that. Caleb Williams going off, he was like an 84. 2 years see, look, he's an 87 doing that too. Yeah, he has Superstar X Factor, to be fair, but anyway, here, how did Damian Duval here do? Okay, of course, he's still going to have 133 tackles. Still good, but 74 solos, 59 assists, 8 TFLs, 2.5 sacks. He had 10 picks on the season. That leads the team. All these other guys just had 1, and they're all cornerbacks too, or sorry, defensive backs too, except for this guy, the middle linebacker. Where was he? There was this guy, Don Bolden, a made-up guy out of Southern Miss, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, he had 9 pass deflections, no forced fumbles this year, surprisingly. He had a pick 6 though, and he played a full season this time. I guess when you play a full season, you don't get all your fumbles or whatnot, but let's see how we do in these playoffs. And we are in for a Super Bowl rematch. Oh my gosh, we're both the 1 seed again? No, this time the Patriots are the 4th seed, so this time we're the favorites and they're the underdogs. So let's hope we can do a 2008-2009 Red Wings Penguins type things where we turn it around. We're hopefully going to be the Penguins in this situation. 70% of the people watching this video have no idea what that's in reference to. Just go search it up. But anyway, here, it looks like we are in the Atlanta Falcons Stadium. We actually have Raheem Morris as the coach. No way we lose in the Falcons Stadium. Okay, we're going to end up going 13-3 at half. Oh no, they have 3 points. Oh no. Okay, it looks like we're actually going to pull away though. Our defense is going to lock in this time, as we're going to end up winning the Super Bowl 20-10. It was, in fact, a 2008-2009 Detroit Red Wings, Pittsburgh Penguins type scenario. Once again, if you don't know what that means, go look it up. Hopefully, good thing it wasn't a Florida Panthers type situation against the, or sorry, Oilers type situation against the Panthers. None of you know what this means unless you watch hockey. But anyway, here, go search it up if you don't know what it means. Basically, the Oilers have lost the last 2 cups to the Panthers. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We're going to see the Super Bowl presentation. I'm sorry, I'm a hockey nerd, okay? Anyway, here, yep, Raheem Morris is going to be lifting the Super Bowl for the Chicago Bears. I wanted him to do it with the Falcons. They're my second favorite team, which, funny thing, my first favorite team is the Packers, but we can put our rivalries aside for a video. But anyway, here, how did Damian Duval, he had 8 total tackles, 4 solos, and assisted 1 TFLs, half a sack. He might actually win Super Bowl MVP, honestly. I mean, I guess he did do better than these guys. He was actually the best defensive player on the team, so he might win Super Bowl MVP. Honestly, I think he can. I think he will, as a matter of fact. And we have solidified our revenge tour. Unfortunately, Damian Duval did not win Super Bowl MVP. That would go to Caleb Williams, who would also win Super Bowl MVP. Or sorry, NFL MVP, as Defensive Player of the Year would go to Damian Duval, though. Collected his 3rd in his 6th year. Yes, it was his 6th year, but anyway, here, let's get into year number 7. 6-7. I'm gonna cut that out. I'm cutting that out. This time the Bears are gonna go 11-6. It's not a first round bye, but it's 2 seeds still. We're actually going to be playing our division rivals, the best rivalry in all of football, the Green Bay Packers. Don't know how I stuttered on my own team's name, but anyway, 142 total tackles for Damian Duval on 86 solos and 56 assisted, 5 TFLs, 2 sacks, 3 interceptions, 7 deflections, 5 fumbles. 5 fumbles is insane. He recovered actually 6 of them. Don't know how that worked. He probably just recovered somebody else's. But anyway, he also had a defensive touchdown, so he had a pick or a fumble 6. But anyway, here, he played 17 games, played a full season once again. And unfortunately, the Bears are going to end up eliminating us in the wild card round, 27-24. It was just a 1-point game. Hopefully it wasn't another missed kick. Well, I mean, technically it could be a block kick because they're playing the Packers. But anyway, here, the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens are going to be in the Super Bowl. They are both the 6th seed. And in the Super Bowl, the Dallas Cowboys are going to end up winning it over the Baltimore Ravens, 21-17. Julius Levens on the Cowboys is going to end up winning Super Bowl MVP. I thought, we're just going to say that's Julian Lewis is what I meant to say. But anyway, Olafemi Oladejo actually ended up winning Defensive Player of the Year, so can't go 2 times in a row. I don't know how he hasn't been winning all of them. Honestly, you didn't hear that voice crack. You are insane. Hopefully, we don't go back to our roots of 9-8 every season. I mean, I guess if we make the playoffs, it's good, but we didn't really make the playoffs when we went 9-8. We're going to get the 3rd seed. We're going to be playing the 6th-seeded Commanders in the first round of the NFL playoffs. I keep on wanting to say college football playoff. I say that like every video, but 129 total tackles for Damian Duval, 83 solos, 46 assists, 5 TFLs, 3.5 sacks, 2 interceptions, 7 deflections, and 1 fumble. I haven't even been seeing his TFLs. Have I been saying his TFLs? He got 5. I don't think I've said it so far, but he got a forced fumble. Didn't get a fumble 6, unfortunately, which, I mean, he didn't even recover it, so he couldn't. But anyway, he also played 1 less game this season, so, I mean, yeah, I would say he didn't get at least 130. This is probably statistically his worst season ever, but anyway, here, let's see how we do in the playoffs once again. We've gone on to make it to the divisional round. Usually we win the divisional round, but no, we're going to lose to the Panthers 28-20. And yeah, they are now in the Super Bowl. They're going to be playing the number 1 Miami Dolphins. This is how you know we are in a sim. I thought we got another bye. No, we're going to go 8-9 this season. 10th seed in the NFC. Maybe Caleb's getting old or something, which, I mean, yeah, he'd be the same age as Damian. Actually, no, he wouldn't. But anyway, he had 170 total tackles. Whenever we're bad, Damian's good. 170 total tackles, 113 solo tackles, 57 assisted tackles, 3 TFLs, and a sack with 3 picks as well, with 7 deflections and 2 fumbles. I gotta slow down on the counting. But he actually had 2 fumble 6, which could have been a pick 6, which actually his longest interception. Oh yeah, no, it could have been a pick 6 and a fumble 6. He only had 82 interceptions there, so I'm just gonna say he had 2 pick 6s. Not that it matters, but he played 17 games, a full season once again. But unfortunately, this time around, the Bears don't make the playoffs. The Jags, Duval is actually going to win it this year over the Rams, 16-13. Imagine if Damian Duval ended up going there. Damian, not Davian. He's not going to win Defensive Player of the Year. It's actually going to go to a Jaguars player, which is actually kind of funny. It's also Drew Sanders. He either plays for the Broncos or the Lions in real life, but doesn't matter. It doesn't go to Damian Duval, who had 170 tackles. Damian Duval is going to re-sign. Hopefully it wasn't another 1-year deal. Either you just signing 1-year deals, or okay, no, it's going to be long-term this time, as it's a 4-year deal worth $17.5 million, almost 18 mil, sorry. But anyway, here they actually have a pretty good linebacker core. You got a 95 Will and a 99 Mike. Really good there. The Bears would actually end up making the playoffs this time, going 10-7 on the season, the 6th seed in the NFC. They're going to be playing the number 5 Los Angeles Rams. Speaking of the Rams, you might as well go watch my last video. It was playing the career of a perfect 99 overall defensive end, and he ended up actually going to the Rams, which I kind of already spoiled that, unfortunately. But anyway, here, 141 tackles from Damian Duval, 86 solos, 55 assisted, 6 TFLs, a sack, 2 sacks, and a pick with 11 pass deflections. I think that's his most pass deflections on a season so far this sim, but 1 forced fumbled as well. And yeah, nothing really else. No, he had a defensive touchdown on a full season. A 14-9 loss to the Rams would, of course, eliminate us. 23-17, and no defensive player of the year for Damian Duval. I keep on calling Damian Duval. It's going to go to a made-up player, too. So, which I mean, Damian Duval is also a made-up player, to be fair. Bears would end up making the playoffs this time, going 11-6. We're also going to be playing the 11-6 Giants, who are the 5 seed. We are the number 4 seed. But anyway, Caleb Williams here at the age of, what, 33 now? No, 34 years old at a 75. Is still doing absolutely insane. Thankfully, he's not a Mitch Trubisky or Justin Fields type guy, but 162 tackles for Damian Duval, which, I mean, I would say it's a career high, but didn't he have 170 in a season? Or maybe that was 160, but 94 solos and 68 assisted, 6 TFLs, 2 sacks, 7 interceptions, 11 deflections, too. I'm not really paying attention to deflections. I'm going to be honest. I thought he had like 10 last season, and like I said, that was his career high or something. But anyway, 2 forced fumbles and 3 defensive touchdowns on a full season, once again at your number 11. I said big money before this and it didn't work out. The Giants are going to end up eliminating us. I did not say eliminating right there. 23-17. I thought they were in the Super Bowl. No, it's going to be the New York Jets in the Super Bowl against the number 2 Arizona Cardinals. And the Jets are actually going to end up making the Super Bowl against the Arizona Cardinals 33-17. And Damian Duval would, of course, make his 4th Defensive Player of the Year. Another 11-6 season for the Bears would give us the 5 seed. We're going to be playing the 4-seeded Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who went 8-9 on the season, getting the 4th seed somehow. I don't really know how it works, honestly. But anyway, here, that is the blocking stats. We got to get into the defensive stats. His career high, 176 total tackles, 117 solos, 59 assisted, 3 TFLs, 3 sacks as well, 6 picks on the season, 7 deflections, 3 forced fumbles, 2 touchdowns defensively on a full season. And we are getting into that range where I have to start saving every season. So yeah, I just got to make sure he doesn't retire before I get into his career stats. So yeah, fortunately we would make it out of the wild card this time, but we ended up losing to the Rams 36-22 in the divisional. And yeah, I did just see before this season, Caleb Williams did indeed retire, but a 7-10 season for the Bears would not lead them to a college football playoff, a NFL playoff. Sorry for the cut, but 156 total tackles for Damian Duval, 100 solo tackles on the dot, 56 assisted tackles, 6 TFLs, 2 sacks, and a pick. I like how they get 100 sacks and you just get like the number of assisted tackles, and it's just like good. Anyway, I'm yapping. 10 deflections, 3 fumbles, and yeah, no defensive touchdowns, unfortunately, but on 17 games played. Fortunately, we could not make the playoffs, though. Before we get into the Super Bowl, I just want to see if Damian Duval ends up retiring. No, Doug McBride, a left edge, is going to end up retiring. But anyway, here, the Broncos are going to end up, the 49ers are going to end up winning the Super Bowl over the Broncos 24-13, and Olufemi Oladejo is going to win like his 3rd Defensive Player of the Year of this simulation, unfortunately. And it looks like Damian Duval is no longer on the Chicago Bears. He's just going to diss him and just leave like that. But anyway, let's see where he ends up going. No, he did not go to the Vikings. I haven't checked yet. Don't worry. But anyway, he would end up going to the Tennessee Titans from one bad team to another. No, I'm just kidding. But at the age of 33, how much did he sign for? I don't know if I said it was the last year of his contract or not. He only signed a 1-year deal. It was $27.9 million. A 9-8 season, unfortunately, would not be good enough for a 7th seed. It would be good enough for an 8th seed, though. But pretty solid season, I guess you could say, from the Titans. But anyway, Damian Duval would end up having 118 total tackles, 72 solos, 46 assisted tackles, 6 deflections, 6 TFLs, 2 sacks, 3 interceptions, 8 deflections, actually this time, 2 fumbles, 4 forced fumbles recoveries too. You got 3 defensive touchdowns, 15 games played, which I mean, yeah, he's probably going to only play 15 games played, but yeah, obviously we can't make a Super Bowl. And honestly, I'm projecting it to be his last year, which I mean, he signed a 1-year deal with the team in Tennessee, so yeah, no way this isn't his last year. And no, Damian Duval would not end up retiring this season. I thought he would, but anyway, the Super Bowl champion would end up going to the Denver Broncos, beating the Los Angeles Rams. Didn't the Rams make it last year and lost? No, it was... Okay, that was actually a while ago, so yeah, no. Defensive Player of the Year would not go to Damian Duval, though, so yeah. It is the last year of his deal, so let's see if he leaves his 2nd team. Damian Duval is going to stay with the Titans, though, still at a 99 overall. He probably just signed another 1-year deal, honestly, as yes, he is going to sign a 1-year deal with the Titans worth $28.2 million. So yeah, maybe this is going to be his last year. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to not jinx it. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. We're in the 2040s now as well. A 5-2 record for the Titans would obviously would not be good enough for an NFL playoff spot. I don't like saying NFL playoffs. It just doesn't seem right. But 163 total tackles for Damian Duval. Sorry, I had to get a bit closer to my mic. 107 solo tackles, 56 assist tackles. If you're watching the stream, you would know that like this hasn't been the greatest at all. But 5 TFLs, 2 sacks, 3 picks. He had 7 pass deflections. He also had a fumble and 1 touchdown in 17 games played. I'm just shocked that this dude hasn't retired yet. He is not going to retire at the age of 34, but the Minnesota Vikings, if I can get there, the Minnesota Vikings are going to end up winning the Super Bowl over the Jets 37-31. No defensive player of the year. That would go to some random left edge on the Falcons. And Damian would end up leaving his team for like the 30th time this video. But anyway, he's going to end up re-signing with the Broncos at the age of 35 in year number 16. It's kind of weird because it's year number 16, but he's 35. That means he entered at 19, technically. But anyway, he only signed a 1-year deal as he is in his 30s for $27.9 million. We'll just say $28 million. But let's take a look at this Denver Broncos team, which was actually the team I controlled before the draft, now that I think of it. But yeah, it actually looks pretty solid, I'm not going to lie. Broncos would not end up making playoffs. They would go the same record as the overall 89s on the board. Well, I guess you can say 8 and 9s on the board, not 89s. I don't know. Anyway, 164 total tackles for Damian Duval, 109 solos, 55 assisted, 1 TFL, 3.5 sacks, 3 picks. He hasn't gotten above like 4 sacks this entire simulation, haven't we? Sorry, I gotta keep on remembering to get close to the mic. But anyway, 4 deflections, 3 forced fumbles, 2 touchdowns. I'm just trying to get like the low quality videos over with, because like December to January is just like, it's where YouTubers just like upload their not great content. So just forgive me for the low qualityness to this video, alright? Damian Duval, after 16 or maybe 17 years in the NFL, I think, would end up retiring at the age of 36. But anyway, this Philadelphia Eagles are going to end up winning the Super Bowl this year. But now we got to go and check Damian Duval's stats, which, first of all, Defensive Player of the Year would not go to him. And now it is time to see Damian Duval's career stats, not just for the Broncos. I hope sometimes it glitches into that. No, okay. 1,542 solo tackles, 1,542 solo tackles, 875 assisted tackles, 79 TFLs, 40.5 sacks, 62 picks, 40 forced fumbles, recovered 38 of them, 1 safety, and 22 defensive touchdowns on 267 games played. So yeah, I was going to do that for this career. First of all, we got him to get into rewards at the age of 35. Sorry, awards, not rewards. Picked 3rd overall in 2026, obviously. I don't know why it says 2027. He only appeared in 11 Pro Bowls as well, surprisingly. I guess he's a 99. I don't know how you don't appear in every single one of them. But he also won Defensive Player of the Year. I think it was 5 times. No, it was actually 6 times. He won Best Linebacker probably every year as well. But that's going to do it for this video. Of course, I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like and subscribe, do all that fancy stuff. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, goodbye.